Hello viewers, welcome back to my monologues. Today I'm going to be making ribs for my family. So as you can see here, I have just a slab of short pork ribs. There is a membrane. This is the back side of the ribs, and there is like a thin membrane that's on top. I removed it already. If you've never done it before, you just take like a little knife here in one of the corners and then just lift up and peel back the membrane. That helps the ribs break apart and cook down faster, and also it allows them to be a little bit softer and more of that melt off the bone tenderness that we like to have with our ribs. So what I'm going to put on this is a dry rub that I've made. So let me grab that. Okay, so in this dry rub, as you can see, I'll sit here. It's just a few ingredients. It's 3 tablespoons of brown sugar, a teaspoon of garlic powder, onion powder, and 1 teaspoon of chipotle chili powder. If you like a little bit more heat, definitely add more chili powder, but my family likes it kind of mild, so 1 teaspoon does the trick for us. Also, you can add black pepper if you like it, but since I already have the chili powder, that's enough heat for us. Also, add 1 to 2 teaspoons of Slap Your Mama's um, seasoning, or any kind of like a creole seasoning. Obviously, you can use your salt substitutes or anything of your liking, but I find that this works really well for my family and they enjoy it thoroughly. So the simple only things you need to do is just take some of the mix here. I just sprinkle it across the ribs here like so, and then just rub it in. And then you're going to do this like on both sides of the ribs, kind of like massage it into here so it can kind of get into the tissues of the meat. And I do like to wear gloves because I do have long fingernails and I don't like getting meat under my nails or the tissue. Yes, I can wash my hands, but I come from a life of surgery, and in surgery, when we do our hand scrub, it's usually like start of the day is like 10 minutes. And whenever I find that I have food or something under my feet, my brain automatically goes back to that. And before you know it, I'm like sitting there doing a surgical scrub on my hands. So to just keep myself from having a neurotic moment or whatever you call it, obsession, I tend to wear gloves when I do this. So obviously, if you don't care, just feel free to do what makes you happy. Okay, so I don't put a whole ton on the underside um, because I like to put it on the top side because obviously that's the side that's more meatier. So let's see if I can position this. Peel it and lay it down here. Okay, so on the other side, then I just take the rest of it and just kind of dump it across the top. And then just, like I said, just rub it on and coat it really well on all the surfaces. And that's the last of it. Okay, so now that it's thoroughly coated, the only thing to do now is just really simple. Cover it with foil, and then once it's covered, and I secure the edges to kind of hold in some of the steam. Once it's all done and secured, the only thing you're gonna do is put it in the oven at the temperature of 275 degrees Fahrenheit, and then let it stay in there for 3 hours. The last 15 minutes of the 3 hours, I take the lid off and put barbecue sauce of your liking. In my case, Sweet Baby Ray's, I think it's the spicy one. And then just put that across the top and then leave it uncovered for that last 15 minutes and then take it out. I usually just kind of like let it rest for like 5 minutes or so before I start cutting it up. But it really does like break up really simple and easy. And like I said, this is something you can cook, let cook while you're doing other things around the house or or whatever you got going, and you're not having to stand over the stove and watch it. So hopefully this helps, and hopefully you enjoy it.